Miguel Iterati back here at the iBot Vaults, and we're going to go ahead and go into an MMA video blog here. The World Series of Fighting, yes, believe it or not, the World Series of Fighting has an event August 1st here on Saturday. World Series of Fighting 22. Main event is a welterweight title fight, actually a pretty good fight. Rousimar Pilar is the champion. He's defending his belt against Jake Shields, the UFC throwaway. But a pretty high-level fight. Rousimar plus 135 underdog. Jake Shields at minus 175. The over-under is 1.5 on this one, with the over paying minus 260 and the under plus 180. So we'll see how this one goes. Rousimar obviously known for his fast finishes and his ankle and foot locks, and Shields just an all-around tough out for anybody. You know, it's hard to submit, hard to finish. A little bit of a boring style is what maybe cost him in the UFC and why he's here. But he's not really sure for talent until he meets the real top level guys, which Pilares never was. At any rate, heading into the rest of the card, you got 4 of the other fights on the main card. They will be airing on NBC Sports Network, so check your local listings. And the main card there, 4 other fights in the bantamweight division. You've got Shaman Marai fighting Marlon Marai. Marlon, the favorite, at minus 350. Shaman at plus 250. Over-under is 2.5. This is Marlon Marai's title defense as well, the bantamweight title. Over-under is 2.5 in a 5-rounder, and the over's paying 190, and the under's at plus 150. In the lightweight division, these are the rest of 3-rounders here. In the lightweight division, you've got Jimmy Spikuza, underdog at plus 335, facing Islam Mamedov, minus 505 favorite. Over-under set at 1.5, with the over at minus 185. And the under at plus 145. In the welterweight division, you've got Abubakar Nurmagomedov taking on Jorge Moreno. Nurmagomedov minus 400 favorite, with Moreno at plus 280. Over-under is 2.5, with the over minus 110 and the under at minus 130. And the last fight that you'll see on TV features Mike Kyle. Mike Kyle stepping in as a late replacement to face Clifford Starks. So basically a toss-up fight. Starks minus 130, Kyle minus 110. Over-under is 1.5, with the over at minus 165 and the under at plus 125. You know, it's a shame. It's one of those things where people look at the WSOF as probably the third-rated MMA show in the States. They've got the big TV deal on NBC Sports Network and stuff, so they have some credibility, but Mike Kyle stepping in at the last moment because Thiago Silva was scheduled to be in this fight, and Thiago Silva is not cleared by the Boxing Commission, or the Athletic Commission rather, for this fight. There was some funny business. He was suspended from Nevada because of tampering with his urine tests and stuff, and he was supposed to go to a hearing to get relicensed. He never showed up, and he'd been arrested in between and stuff like that. So there's still a lot of problems with Thiago Silva, and obviously Mike Kyle stepping in at the last moment. Always good to see Mike Kyle. You know, also a guy who's had a series of problems, but that seems to be a thing of the past. Silva's problems are very much in the present, and it's another one of those signs of what the heck is WSOF really doing? What direction are they going in? All their champions wind up in the UFC, and you know, they associate with guys like this guy that, you know, usually make the news in a very negative way. At any rate, World Series of Fighting 8-1 this Saturday, and it's a nice little card. There's 2 title fights. You got 5 odds. The rest of the cards of the matches on the card will not get odds up at the book. So that's what you see here is what you get. We'll talk to you after the fights.